What's going on, guys? This is David here. Well, the video that you guys have been waiting for is finally here. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak your iOS 12.0 through 12.1.2 device using Unc0ver. One important thing to note is that this jailbreak did just come out today, so there are some bugs and some crashes and some things that you guys might experience. So just remember to keep that in mind. Things might not be perfect. Some people said that Wi-Fi was an issue for them. I don't know how widespread some of these issues are, but just know that when you're doing this, this is in its very early stages. It just came out, so there might be some things that don't entirely 100% work yet. Also, too, as you'll see later on in this tutorial, it is imperative that you update Cydia Impactor to the latest version. If you don't do that, then Unc0ver won't install correctly, and then it will just crash every time. Also, if the jailbreak does succeed and it does go through, but your device is having trouble booting up, the early version of this jailbreak has some sort of an issue with it where there's the Apple logo. You should be able to fix this issue by just turning off system daemons in the app settings. So all that's left now is to get started in today's tutorial. Click on the GitHub link in the description and then scroll all the way down. You'll see that Pwn is talking about all the different versions of 3.0.0 that came before this version, that came before the iOS 12 update. And here, all the way at the bottom, you'll see it says Beta 29, that's the one that we want. So we just click on it and go ahead and download it, but I already have it downloaded. Now all we're gonna need is Cydia Impactor, so we can download that. And then we're gonna drag the IPA over to the Cydia Impactor window. And we are going to sideload the application with our Apple ID. Once we go ahead and do that, you guys will see that once the process is finished, the application will go ahead and show up on our device. There's also a really cool thing that you could do with Siri shortcuts with this jailbreak as well. I'm going to go ahead and link that down below in the description. It's just a Siri shortcut that will let you jailbreak your device just by saying, "Hey Siri, install Cydia." It's pretty cool, and I demonstrate it here, but if you want to actually get it for yourself, I'll put a link down below in the description for you guys to actually add that. But Unc0ver is now on our device, so we can go ahead and open that, but we actually have to trust the application first. This is nothing new. This has been the same procedure for like so long now, but in case you guys are new to the jailbreak universe, you know, this is maybe something different for you. I'm walking you guys through how to actually do it. So you go to settings, you go to general, and then you go to profiles and device management, and you tap on the profile that you installed with your Apple ID. And once you do that, you go ahead and press on trust, and then press trust again. And now the application is trusted and you can open it. So setting up this Siri shortcut is actually pretty easy. All you do is you go ahead and go down below and click on the link in the description on your device, and once you do that, you can go ahead and just add it to your shortcuts, and then you record yourself saying something to Siri. Install Cydia. Once that's done, if you did it correctly, you should just be able to invoke Siri and say whatever you said. "Hey Siri, install Cydia."
Running your shortcut. Okay.
Because I used an old version of Impactor the first time around, the app actually crashes. After updating Impactor, however, and resetting the IPA, I had little to no issues. "Hey Siri, install Cydia."
Running your shortcut. Okay.
While this did take a little while to figure out initially, it isn't that difficult, and you should just be able to jailbreak within the first couple of times that you try. This exploit seems to be a little bit more reliable than the 11.3.1 exploit that many people seem to have a decent amount of issues with. For me, I was a little bit surprised when the jailbreak had to restart a couple of times before it actually worked. It seems like that is the process. It goes and does certain things individually, so you might need to go back and do it a couple of times. Don't get discouraged by that. It's working. It just means that it didn't install everything in one click. An important thing to know in case you didn't already know this is that this jailbreak, as it stands right now, only works on A8X through A11. Devices like the iPhone 5S and newer devices like the 2018 iPhones soon will be supported. However, it did not get initial device support. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to use a device that isn't currently supported and you're wondering why it isn't working, well, that would be the reason. So here it's going through all of the different jailbreak steps and installing all of the other things separately. The reason why I wanted to speed this up is this isn't the end for me, unfortunately. I actually had to go ahead and disable system daemons, which is something that I talked about earlier in this video, because basically it was just getting hung up on trying to start the device in a jailbroken state and it just wouldn't boot. So Pwn actually recommended that you turn system daemons off if that happens to you, and as soon as I did that, it actually started working immediately. So that's just a troubleshooting measure for you guys, because if you're having that problem, now you know how to fix it. So now it should be installing the last bits and pieces of what we need, and it should be booting our device into a jailbroken state. And the cool part about this version of the jailbreak is that it actually does show you sort of like a progress of what's going on the device. It shows you a bunch of code, so it's pretty cool there. Now we see this little Respring logo there, and here we are. Now we're back up with tweaks working, with Cydia working. Obviously, I just jailbroke for the first time, so there's going to be no tweaks on here yet. But you guys can see we do have the Cydia application on our device. If we go ahead and open that, now it should open, and guess what? We are now jailbroken on iOS 12.1.1 using Unc0ver. Great to see Cydia on an iOS 12 home screen. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up for today's tutorial. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on that post notification bell. That way you never miss out on a video. I am so excited that iOS 12 finally has a full jailbreak with Cydia and Cydia Substrate. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is David signing out. Have a good one guys. Peace. Hey Siri, is jailbreaking dead?